Yo, check. It's your boy DJ here, and you now tuned into that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor, do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
God, here she goes. She's starting already, y'all.
Welcome to the Chit Chat, where all we do is small talk. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Leah B.
And this week's episode of the Chit Chat Live is sponsored by the One Beauty Lounge, the one stop for all of your beauty needs, offering you nails, pedicures, brow, lash, and sugar waxing services. Follow the One Beauty Lounge on Instagram for an instant promo. Now, if you would like your business, product, or service featured on the Chit Chat Live, be sure to email us at thechitchatlive@yahoo.com. Now, if you guys are watching on Instagram, please head over to YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook, head over to YouTube. We have a guest tonight. I'm going to call them celebrities.
I think so.
We got celebrities on. We're going to have them on in about 30 minutes. And we are very excited. So if you want to see them, if you want to be able to interact, make sure you go over to YouTube and watch us from there. You can either click the link in the bio or go to youtube.com and search the Chit Chat Live. And Leah, you're going to be checking the comments.
Yes, right? I will definitely be on live. I'm going to be responding. I think we're going to make sure we pin a comment as well so you guys can follow them on OWN TV and on their Instagram.
Sounds good. So the couple that we have coming on tonight is from the OWN show. What?
Marry Me Now.
Yeah, Marry Me Now. Sorry. Marry Me Now. But before we get into anything else, I have a question. Would you propose to a guy?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, that's what the lady...
I know. I saw her. I give her much props, but I just...
We got a lot to talk about with her.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she can motivate me, honey. I don't know. 'Cause the way it's looking now.
If you guys want to support, make sure you send us some love on Cash App, $ the Chit Chat Live. Send us a donation, a tonation, whatever you got.
What is a tonation? Okay.
It's half of a donation.
I guess that's some nail tech lingo. I guess that's what that is.
But anyway, what's been going on with you?
Not much. Not much. Life has been very boring this week. I actually was off this weekend, and I literally binge watched Top Boy the whole weekend.
Oh God.
The show is so good. Like, I tried to do other things while I was studying too, but I don't know. I was just drawn in. Like, I'm ready to go to London and find me a Top Boy, baby.
What is a Top Boy? That's like a drug dealer?
Yeah, but I literally don't want a drug dealer. But it's really good. I mean, with my Jamaican roots, it goes between Jamaica and London. But the thing what Netflix did that's kind of weird, they actually started off on what would actually be season 3. So you got to go on YouTube and watch the first 2 seasons, because if you don't, you're just getting the middle of the story.
Wait, it started on YouTube?
Yeah, well, it started on TV in London. Remember, right? Okay. So now the old episodes are on YouTube. They're short. I think the first 2 seasons have 4 or 5 episodes each. Because I was mad. I was looking. I was like, what is going on? And it was only 4 or 5 episodes. But the one on Netflix, it starts very, very in the middle of the story. So you have to go back and watch the beginning.
Gotcha.
You have to, but it's good. I love that show.
It's nothing besides reality TV shows. I don't have a series that I'm stuck on right now, but they did say that P-Valley is coming back. I think
love
in July.
P-Valley.
Yeah.
I love P-Valley.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try to kind of get into Top Boy, but yeah, I haven't.
No, it's good. I'm mad that I slept on it because the first season was 2018 or 19, something like that.
Because everything else, ATL had came back, but that I heard
I can't
wasn't great.
get into it. I tried to watch the first season and I just
couldn't. Yeah.
can't
I
get
mean,
into
the
it.
first couple episodes is okay, but I heard this time around it's not so good.
Well, they're in London or something now, right?
Yeah, like now they're famous and, you know, it's not the same. Power has kind of died off and fizzled off.
Power has never died off.
I
I've watched Tommy. I watched Force. It's really good. You just got to give it time. Because when I first started watching Power, I wasn't involved either. Not the first. I didn't start watching Power till like the 4th season.
Oh, no.
And I binge watched it, and then I was like, oh, okay.
The first season is when Ghost was showing all his sexy body.
I didn't get. He was showing it all through, cause
But now it's like, I don't know, the whole Tommy thing. I've been turned off. I don't know. Maybe they need to bring Ghost back.
I'm still mad at how tall they made Ghost look. I ain't mad. I just.
Listen.
I don't know.
Talking about him and baby, I hope I get to meet him one day in real life.
I met him. He's a great guy, but he's little. He's tiny.
So besides watching TV, is there anything else? What else been going on with you?
I don't want to talk about it because I'm not
It's
gonna
make you itch?
No, that's my 30th high. I was about to talk about my exam I took this morning, but I'll talk about it next week. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Girl, claim it in the name of Jesus.
I already did. Me and Jesus had a long talk for this past 5 days.
I'm sure you did well. Every time I talk to you, you be like, I'm studying for my test.
Cause I don't retain information like I used to. And sorry, I'll be 45 this year, so. And then I think I really struggle with ADHD. I'm definitely going to see someone about it because I am like, even when I clean my house, I realize how I have like a short attention span. Like I'll be in the bathroom cleaning, then I'll hop to the kitchen, then I'll hop to the, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
No,
but we'll see how it goes.
But I don't feel like there's anything a doctor can do to like.
I think it's more habit training. So I've been reading that Atomic Laws, and I have the workbook.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. And you? What you been up to?
Oh my God, this week has been crazy.
Yeah, you had a week.
I'm an officially entrepreneur right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lost my job.
but you didn't lose it for a bad reason.
Yeah, so no, I didn't. But it was kind of like, sometimes you choose entrepreneurship, and then it was kind of like I was in between, and now it's like, okay, girl, you need to like do this. So even today I was talking to my therapist, and I'm like, I lost my job. And so in a nice way, he was kind of like telling me a story about how his dad, when he was young, ended up losing his job, and they lost their house and everything, and then in the long run his dad was able to buy them like a bigger house and all this stuff. So I'm like, what you telling me, sir? Like, what you... And he gave me a scripture to read, but I ain't read it yet.
Everything happens because it's supposed to.
Right. So yeah, make sure y'all go visit the One Beauty Lounge on Instagram so you can schedule an appointment if you're in the Broward County area.
Make sure you always tag me in your links because I'll definitely promote you for sure.
Yes. So it's been a good week so far, though. I can't complain. God has really been blessing me. But one embarrassing thing, or this shows you like how crazy my mind has been going. So in the salon suite, there is like a community bathroom or like a public bathroom or whatever. And I went inside the stall, and I thought I closed the door, and I'm just like peeing. And there's people walking in and can see me because it's like directly in front of the door. And then I was peeing, so I couldn't like close it.
Wait, what? Wait.
That's embarrassing.
I've been in that bathroom. So wait a minute, you weren't in, like, the stall doesn't have a door?
It does have a door, but I thought I closed it, and so I'm peeing,
So you couldn't like clip it and just go close the door?
I'm like this, and no, I'm mid pee.
You couldn't clip the pee, go close it.
You can do that,
girl.
No, I would have pee everywhere.
You gotta clip it.
No, girl, you must got a strong one. Honey.
Them Kegels, girl.
You got
them
a
Kegels.
strong one if you could clip that.
Listen, how you
I pee like a racehorse, baby girl.
I've had to stop. Like one time I thought I locked the bathroom door at work, and somebody busted in on me, and I clipped that shit, and I ran to that door, and I closed the door. I was like, hold up.
No. Now, I've had that happen to me, too, at work. Like, I thought I locked it, but I didn't. But this was like, I thought I closed the door, and I didn't. And so I was just like, oh, my
Everybody done seen your coonanny.
Everybody done seen my cootie cat.
Everybody done seen your coonanny, huh? Well,
so I thought that was pretty embarrassing, but funny. So yeah.
Well, I have a 38 hot this week. So, my little doggy Flacco that comes on the show sometimes. This little asshole has fleas. Mm-hmm. So normally I just walk him, but sometimes he likes to just go out in the courtyard because it's fenced in, so he can just go and roam and do his thing. Mm-hmm. Girl, fleas. I haven't had a dog in a long time, so I forgot. And then it's Florida. I guess that the fleas and ticks are really bad here. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So this is all new to me. So anyway, today I had to dip him and spray down everything and mop the floors. I'm sure they're not bad enough where they're jumping around my house, but I don't ever want it to get to that point. So, and then he won't stay off my bed. So now every time I leave the house, he must get locked in the cage.
Dang, that's hard.
Yeah, he has to be crated because I don't know. He has a whole love seat to himself.
Right.
So why he wants to be on my bed, I don't know. But I'm not one of those. Like, I don't do the doggies in the bed thing. Like, not. Maybe when I get the medicine for him, it'll be a little better. But anyway.
I do if it's like I washed them or they just got a bath and they haven't been outside yet. Let them.
I didn't raise him. And I don't know he's missing hair in certain parts. So I don't know. I've never really bonded with him to that point where I'm like, come see, remember? No, we haven't. I think if I had him from like a puppy and I knew everything that was going on with him, then I don't know. But pray for Flacco, y'all.
Pray for Flacco. Hashtag pray for Flacco.
Hashtag, yeah. Pray for Flacco. So that's my weekend.
Well, I've been my brain has been every which way this week, so I haven't been keeping up with the celebrity world. Girl. What's going on?
Well, we could start with Cam Newton.
All right.
So Cam Newton says he is not interested in a bad bitch. We have a video, and he's pretty much saying what he's not into.
Okay.
But he is catching a lot of heat for these comments because some of them sounded very sexist. He was basically saying women like that don't know how to be quiet, all kinds of stuff. I mean, he made it to the Breakfast Club this morning. Angela Yee was not happy.
So was he taken out of context or?
Oh, no. We're going to watch the video.
I grew up in a 3-parent household. My mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just...
Look, why he gotta do his
girl,
hand?
I'm a bad bitch,
He's showing, girl, that bitch.
I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem as a boss chick. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Now, I'm gonna let you go.
Luke, what you say? You want a bad bitch, Luke? Luke,
honey.
you want you a bad bitch?
I mean, by that definition, no.
Right.
Okay, so here's the thing. Charlamagne said something very important to me that I heard on the radio this morning.
He said it to you, girl?
Yes,
he
said it to me.
To your spirit.
To my spirit. Because I always said, guys want you to lead. To be submissive so they can lead. And what Charlamagne said was, why does she have to change or be a certain person for you to lead? If she has to question you leading, then you're not a leader. You understand what I'm saying? And that kind of, his stylist is terrible too. He be doing too much. But I just don't understand because he had a cooking, stay at home baby mama that you put 4 kids in, and you had the woman that you said you wanted. You put 4 kids in her, and you still ain't put a ring on it.
Right.
So what is it that you really want? You understand what I'm saying? So that's my take on the situation.
No, that was definitely something I was going to mention too, because we've had him clips from his podcast in previous episodes on our show where we questioned why he decided to have 4 kids with a woman, but
she was she was cooking, she was doing everything, she was submissive.
But the thing was, she started to question him and started to say, okay, well, I don't want you to cheat. And I feel like he said that in a roundabout way in other shows. It's like, okay, she was pretty much giving him the ultimatum of not cheating and wanting to be a wife and not a girlfriend, and then he left her because that was
he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready
for. So I don't define a bad bitch as the same definition that he defines a bad bitch as a woman who don't cook or clean. I feel like if you're a man, whatever it is that you are looking for, or your top priorities are, if that woman meets those priorities, then that qualifies her in your standard as a bad bitch. So if that's cooking, cleaning, looking good, then that defines her as a bad bitch. I don't really see a woman who's like, oh, I look good, but I can't cook and I can't clean. In my book, I wouldn't, if I had a son, define that as a bad bitch.
Then it also it speaks about the kind of women that you have around you.
Right.
Because, yes, there are bad bitches that got their shit together. That's how they base their bad bitch levels. It's not on, oh, my body looks good or this and that. It's like, I just got this raise. Like, I'm a CEO. I'm a president. I'm a this. I'm a that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of women perceive as a bad bitch. We doing our damn thing to make sure we straight in life. Not what we look like, not how good the sex is, not all that. But my question is, why do these guys say they want these kind of women, but then they go cheat with the bad bitches that they just claim they don't want?
But I think really it's a well-rounded woman, a woman who does look good, because it's women out there who can, cook and clean. They'll use the toothbrush, get in between the cracks.
Can't keep them in.
They'll fold the clothes and all of that, but then they look like
Bertha.
Slavery.
Yeah.
They look like slavery. And then, so it's like, okay, no. They want somebody who looks good, who can still do the domestic thing.
You got to have a fat ass, flat stomach.
Fat ass,
you got to cook.
Stomach,
you got to clean.
and have a job.
And you got to have money. Yeah.
So that now has become the standard. But it's so interesting, and I don't know if this really correlates, but Derek Jackson had ended up doing a live. Y'all.
You sent me that live. I listened to him for like 5 minutes.
Girl, to me, I thought he was preaching the gospel, because one thing he said on there is men will say, oh, I'm taking care of a woman, and all they doing is providing a roof over her head and food to eat and giving her the necessities, but not really taking care of the lifestyle that she may be wanting or she's used to or able to give herself on her own. And so I feel like sometimes women are expected to praise a man just because he's doing the bare minimum and not really giving you what it is that you expect.
Oh, I'm reading Miss Jackie's comments.
Oh, you don't have your iPad today?
No, I forgot it. Miss Jackie, I guess she's talking about Flacco. She says his bed is more comfortable compared to mine. I don't give a damn. He gonna stay his bitch ass off my bed. But no, I totally get what you're saying. It's just always that standard where, I always hear men say, like, even I've been in a situation, oh, I don't want my women out in the street all the time, blah, blah, blah. But you fucking are nothing. As no job, no steady income, credit terrible.
Right. Luke, you want to speak for the men?
Well, what about the guys that aren't like that? Like,
we have much respect for them.
Okay, so I'm just saying, what if they say that? I mean, we're talking. This just came from Cam Newton. He's not lacking in eligibility.
Right.
So, I mean...
Well, just because he's financially eligible doesn't mean he's
mean,
mentally eligible.
It doesn't, but it doesn't mean he's not. And he definitely seems like someone who cares about that.
I just think it's the pool that he's swimming in. I think a lot of these women that he meet are just...
They ain't shit.
Honestly,
I'm a bad bitch.
Semantic. I think it comes down to the definition of bad bitch.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's almost like a man and a feminine.
I agree. I
think I don't even think most men would define a bad bitch as a woman who can't,
cook or clean or doesn't have income on her own. I think, like, I don't know where he got that definition from, but I think if you look in the Urban Dictionary,
I don't even think these days cooking and cleaning is like, I mean, they don't want no nasty bitch, but I don't think these days cooking and cleaning is a deal breaker. But at the same time, go ahead, get you a bad bitch and you just pay for all her shit. She lay up all day. See, I give her 6 months.
But really, the women now who have the big booties and the perfect body, it's, I mean, obviously because they've gotten surgery, and it'll be 2 minutes before they be big and sloppy again because their habits is still messed up. It's not like they going to the gym. It's not like they eating right.
I know a few.
It's not.
I know a few. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna go on to the next topic.
I really like this story.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, what kind of friends do you have? Podcasters say you should have friends that you can borrow 10 to 15K from. And if you can't, what kind of friends do you have? Well, I ain't got none in.
I'm sorry, we ain't friends, I guess.
That's the type of people you have in your circle if you really trying to level up. Like, what are those qualities or characteristics? Like, y'all not gonna like this. Be honest.
Be honest with us. Be honest with us.
You gotta start hanging. Like I had made this comment in this post like a while ago. I said, if you don't have friends that you can go to, not nobody you can go with drama or gossip. If you have friends that you can't talk to and say, I need $10,000, I need $15,000. This is this plan I have. You're in the wrong circles. The wrong circles.
And they ain't gonna like this.
No, and it's like, you have to put yourself in spaces where you're with people who are smarter than you. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes we're uncomfortable to be in rooms with people who know more than us. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm telling you, you gotta find those rooms, and it's not gonna be in clubs. It's not going to sometimes be on social media. Yep. Sometimes it's going to business conferences. It's going to, places that you
can cut it, look.
Necessarily be comfortable with.
Do sugar daddies count?
Those are their friends. I mean, I get what she's trying to say. Associate yourself with people, but I don't know how comfortable I would be coming to a friend asking for $15,000. Like,
well, really, those are not. I think that doesn't necessarily have to be a friend. It can be a group of people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like have.
No, I get what she's saying. And
right.
I totally understand. I know some people are taking that. I can imagine the comments. I didn't read the comments, but I can pretty sure imagine. Oh, bitch, I ain't about to be asking my friends for all that money and blah, blah, blah. But I get what she's saying. Put yourself in.
She qualified that she has an idea.
Right. No, I get what she's saying. Yeah.
Right. I said it kind of bad.
Right. I think her wording was bad, but definitely, I feel like you should surround yourself with people that are on the path that you want to be on, or, where you want to be. I mean, or even people that just motivate you to get where you want to go. Yeah. I agree. I 100% agree.
I definitely feel like you need different batches of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might need a group of friends where you are the most elevated or financially stable, but then you also need to surround yourself with a group of people who are like, okay, are higher than you, or financially more stable than you are. So I mean, I get it. There's been a quote, I don't even know, this might have come from a book, like you make as much as the 5 people you spend the most time with, and things of that nature. But I definitely agree with her about getting out of your comfort zone and surrounding yourself with people who are, like you said, doing.
No, I totally agree with. I just think her wording might have been off, but
yeah,
whatever.
And then it's not like you're borrowing the money. Like that's not it.
It's an investment.
It's an investment,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So those are 2 different things.
Oh, I agree. All right, well, let's go on to this story before we get our guests on. I don't know if you heard. Well, I'm sure you heard about the murder down here in Miami. This girl, Courtney Tailor, she is an OnlyFans model. So allegedly, she stabbed and killed her boyfriend. April 7th? They called the police to the high-rise in Miami, and they found Christian, which was her boyfriend, stabbed. Well, they took him to the hospital, and then he died. So she has not been arrested. I think when they found her, she threatened to kill herself. She went to the mental hospital, but she's out and about in these streets.
Like, out?
Yeah. So it seems like she went to a bar the other night, and we have a video, and people are not having it. Like, she was basically chilling. I think it's the next one, Luke. The next clip. But so they found her with blood all over her, all kinds of stuff. Like, she's a mess, and people are just not here for it.
Is she saying? Oh, but she's saying it was self-defense.
Well, that's what they're saying. Her lawyer is saying that the lady that confronted her was acting off of, not knowing all the facts. Basically, she's trying to say self-defense, but there was friends that basically was saying that their relationship has always been crazy. It's just been a mess. Like, I don't know. But then you have his family basically saying, well, he's not that type of guy, blah, blah, blah. But then he's been putting, it's just a mess of a story.
But who do you believe? How do you, that's crazy. I mean, it's definitely crazy, but it's like, if he was in a toxic relationship, that kind of means like he was semi-toxic too.
I don't know. We don't have that video, do we, Luke? Of the lady that confronted her at the bar?
Not that one specifically. This is her apparently drenched in blood.
Yeah, that's her where they found her. They said at that point she threatened to kill herself or whatever. But she was on that what is that podcast?
Well, I would have been like, okay, girl, that's what you want to do.
Well, her lawyer was there with her.
I don't know if we can say the K word. Can we say that?
Is there a K word? Or are you just
Oh.
spelling wrong in your head?
What K word?
Kill. Can you say that?
Oh, are you kidding me?
What you talking about? Are we talking about algorithms, girl? The words we be saying? Oh God, we ain't never gonna get monetized. We gonna have to completely. No, it has. I know the R word is definitely not. But anyway, her lawyer is claiming that she, basically acted on self-defense. But she was on a podcast like 2 weeks ago. I think we have that clip, right, Luke? What is it? We Are in Miami podcast. So basically, there we go.
I'm Courtney Tailor, and I do OF for a living.
OnlyFans. You got like 1 million followers or something?
2 million.
Damn. You look like the type of girl that only dates like rich guys. Is that true?
No, that's not true. I only date black guys.
So they can be black and poor?
Especially black guys. Let me clarify. I only date rich
Okay,
black guys.
rich black guys. There we go. And you know you're toxic.
Yeah.
You can tell she likes black guys. It's like especially black guys. For all you watching, I'm with it. Do you like to be fully controlled, or do you?
I like to be submissive. In the bedroom,
Yes.
but like in my life, I don't like anybody to tell me what to do.
Yeah, so you only want them to tell you what to do in the bedroom. Other than that, you don't want them to tell you anything.
Right. That's exactly.
She definitely gives. I do white girl drugs.
What are those?
Acid.
Luke, what are white girl drugs?
I mean, definitely not acid, but pills for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got acid from.
Yep.
Who does? I don't know.
Maybe white people. White girls? No.
Oh, they don't.
What do they
acid.
do?
No, I don't
Stab
know.
people.
Actually, maybe you took something and you went a little bit crazy. I don't know, but that's what.
Well,
that's
her
what she's
friends
giving
were
you.
basically definitely saying that she was always the aggressor in their arguments and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know if she needed drugs. She might.
No, yeah, she seems like she's on 10. And if I'm not mistaken, I listened to some of this podcast. She's saying she doesn't drink. So
yeah, it's giving drugs. But it'll be interesting to see how this
turns
case
out.
kind of turns out if
Yeah.
they make it public and people are able to watch it and everything. Like, but I definitely think she's gonna get off.
And
Like,
I'm
even
just
if, no matter what happened, I don't think they're gonna investigate.
Yeah, and I didn't really want to put it in, but like he's made some disparaging remarks about black women in his past and his tweets.
Why you didn't want to put it in? It is what
Because
it is.
he's still dead at the end of the day, so I don't want, you know what I'm saying, people. But a lot of women is like, fuck him, like that ain't our problem, blah blah blah. But
Well, what did he say? I want to know.
he said a lot.
Tell me
Just
something.
basically like, I don't date black girls. Like black girls are ghetto as hell. Like
Oh,
it's
so
a
the
whole
same
list. The
thing,
same
like,
thing, yeah.
like Fresh and Fit
yeah,
does.
yeah.
But again, that's his preference. I don't
Yeah,
feel like
no.
it was anything.
Yeah, his preference.
Well, that's his business, you know.
So basically, what they saying is, well, you ain't like us, and look at you now, kind of shit, and that's not funny.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? No.
I mean, I definitely don't think if whatever happened in their room, it definly
He didn't deserve to die.
Deserve to die.
Yeah.
However, he died. But if he knew this girl was off of Looney Tunes, he must have liked that toxic shit. I'm
Yes,
sure
he did. Yes, he did.
Whatever the case may be. Anyway, we're going to move on to something a little bit more positive.
Yes.
A positive relationship.
Yes.
So, from tender matches to soulmates, Amber and Auric's love captured millions of the hearts when they made the TV screen. The newlyweds recently appeared on OWN's reality TV show Marry Me Now, and despite battling trust issues due to Auric's having a flirty nature, Amber decided to put on her white dress and ask for his hand in marriage. We got a little clip.
I'm planning on proposing to him in 2 days. What are you talking about? And don't nobody know. Yeah, nobody knows. My daughter is crazy about Auric. They are best friends. If he says yes, then we'll be getting married the same day. What? Oh my God. We've had a few situations where he's reached out to other women. It's one of the biggest decisions you will ever make in your whole life. Any chance you think he might say no? Of course. He's got a choice. We're soulmates. I'm ready to make him my husband. You got this. Yeah. You got this. Yeah. Hey. You got that on.
She pulled up. We can hear you guys.
Hey. Welcome, Auric and Amber.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, we're good.
We would like to thank you for coming on tonight and giving us your time.
I'm super excited because I have so many questions. There we go.
Yeah. Where's your wife?
She's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're gonna do separate? Okay.
Perfect.
Hold on. Amber, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There she is. Hi, Amber.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Where do you guys? What state are you guys in?
Texas.
Okay, perfect.
We're in Texas.
Houston.
I'm coming to Houston, y'all. I've been talking about it all week.
Come on.
I am. I want to move to Houston. I'm telling you.
Me too. I want to move.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. Go ahead, Chelsea.
Well, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
We've talked about women proposing to men several times on our show. And I watched a live that, you guys did and kind of got some backstory on the show and some behind the scenes things that, the everyday viewer didn't know. And so, Amber, one thing that you shared is that Alex proposed to you before.
Right.
And you
yes.
said no, right?
Yeah, I did.
And so
we were at a completely different part of our relationship.
Did you know he was going to propose, or had you guys talked about getting engaged before he proposed?
We had talked about marriage before, but I didn't know that he was going to propose. He just ended up it was more of like it was a proposal, but it was more of like a conversation as well. It was something, because it had been something we talked about in the past, it was just a more in-depth conversation about like, let's do this now.
And what made you say no?
Well, we were still getting to know each other. It was still a lot of stuff that I was unclear about in our relationship, stuff that he was unclear about in the relationship. Finances was a thing, and just those major things that you look at in relationship. We were still looking at them, we were still dating.
Right.
So I felt like we needed more time, and I think it paid off.
Probably for the best. Yeah, probably for the best.
Alric, I know that Alric, that can be like bruising to a man's ego, and you know a man's ego is hard to come back from. So, how did you deal with the no, and like how did your relationship change after that?
Yeah, because a lot of guys said it would be over.
I'm really logical, and I can see both sides. I'm a Libra, so I was like, I understand. Like you're right. Like we're not ready. So it was more of like an act of like love. Like, oh, let's get married. I love you so much. But I'm like, okay, yeah, we do have these things to situate. So I understand. Like you said no. So it wasn't like, all right, we're not together anymore. It was more so of me being understanding, and we move forward and fix the problems that we had or the situation. So it got better from there. So
that's commendable. Most guys would be like, I'm done. You know, that's very commendable.
Right.
Very commendable.
Come back from that.
Yeah. That's good. Go ahead.
Don't be looking at my questions. I'm not. I had a whole bunch of them. No, so I just really loved you all's the show, the episode, and she's a marriage therapist, or is she just a therapist? The other
she's a life and love coach.
A life and love coach. Like during the live, she said that you guys were one of her favorite couples, just because you guys had put in the work. But before we talk about putting in the work, I want to talk about, because you guys met on Tinder, right? And so most people see Tinder as just like a hooking up app. So how did you go from, hey, we met on a hookup app, to let's build a solid relationship?
Yeah, nobody's asked that yet.
Nobody has. It started out that way. We were pretty much hooking up, friends, and I stayed about an hour away. And
dang, an hour? That must have been when gas was cheap.
That ain't look. If you wanted an hour, ain't nothing. Okay.
And he had to work around, like, my schedule. He had to work around, because I wasn't letting him see my daughter or anything for a long time. So, the start out, we did start out. It was more of like I guess you can call it a hookup situation.
Yeah. Like, you got to come here after 9.
That's right. That's right.
Gone by the morning.
So how did it turn into something else?
I did notice that it was more to it early on, and she really was somebody that I counted on and I could rely on. We had deep conversations, and I was persistent in trying to be with her. And at first she was not having it. She's
like, this is a booty call. Okay. Amber ain't playing. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. But after a while, I think I wore her down.
Well, clearly, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, you had something? Because
go ahead.
So, I have 2 questions, and one is for Amber. So, Amber, we've also talked about on this show it being a little bit, well, I believe it's more difficult for women with kids to date.
I don't agree. I never have agreed, but go ahead.
So you do have a daughter from a previous relationship. So how was your dating situation before you met Alric?
I agree with you. Like, it was hard.
Really? Maybe times are different now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, I don't think times are different anyway. Even before I had Empress, it was tough dating, but definitely afterwards. And I don't know, maybe it was just because my standards tightened up, my boundaries tightened up. Like, a lot of other things tightened up because I had a child. I have somebody looking at my every move. So, it was difficult. But I'm very, very protective about the people I have around me.
No, for sure.
So that's why when it came to him, it was just like, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like our intuition let us know. The kids let us know.
Yeah. I wanted to ask Alric, is it true? Because a lot of men say when a woman is not readily available for you, does that make it more of a situation that appeals to you? You know, like because you had to move around on her schedule, so you couldn't be there when you wanted to be. She wasn't always on call for you. How did that, was that easy? Was that more interesting for you? Did it pull you in?
Yeah, it definitely was, because it let me know that she had ambitions, she had standards, boundaries that she would uphold before me and during our relationship. So it was really big that she had those. You know, she was a busy woman, and she made time for herself and for me. But it wasn't like she was always ready and available. I hit her up. She's like, "Nah, how about next Thursday?" I'm like, what?
See, guys I see guys like that. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Alric, another thing that you mentioned is that you guys had really deep conversations. And sometimes it's hard to get a man to open up. So, from your perspective, what did Amber do to kind of make that an easier thing for you?
I think it was kind of a like good and bad. So she helped me to a standard. She made me look at myself in a lot of ways that I didn't look at myself, like holding myself accountable, being more responsible, things like that helped me. I'm like, man, this girl, like, not then so much that she cared about me, but she cares about people. And it made me want to open up. I'm like, man, this girl really cares. So it made me want to open up.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think the biggest thing is like being open with people. When you express that openness with people, they usually feel pretty comfortable being open back and reciprocating that. So
that's true.
I just live by what I preach. You know, like I want you to be open with me, and because then we can take these to next levels. We can get into these deeper conversations. But I just open the floor by being that, you know, opening it up.
Yeah.
So how did you guys, what was the process of you getting on the show? How did that happen?
Well, they reached out. One of the casting, somebody from the casting crew reached out on our joint Instagram. I thought it was spam, and then they reached out on my Instagram, my personal account. I still thought it was spam, and then they commented on one of my pictures. It was like, "Hey, I'm trying to reach you," and I'm like, "Okay." And we had an interview, and they asked were we interested, and at the time we didn't know anything, and we told them, yeah, we'll move forward, but we still kind of weren't thinking anything of it. And then when they finally told me what everything was all about, I'm like, oh yeah, we in this. Like, this is. At that point, I already knew it was something that God just done sent, because we've been talking about it. Like, it was already in the works. So it really fell in our lap. Like, no lie, I still look back at those messages. I'm like, wow,
like were you guys promoting? You were promoting your relationship online? Is that what made them reach out to you, or what was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it was that. We have a fitness business.
Right.
We have a fitness, business, and we do, like, we hashtag Houston couples and stuff like that.
Okay.
Houston,
gotcha.
Bodybuilding couples, stuff like that. So maybe that's how they found it. I don't know.
So everything hasn't always. You guys have been together for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
2.5.
Well, going on 3.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, check us.
Check her.
Look, there's some blood, sweat, and tears.
But that was one thing that I liked about the show, is because a lot of times, especially with these new reality shows and dating shows, it's always like, oh, I found my best friend.
He's so perfect.
He's the love of my life.
Yeah.
But,
it's not real.
it was like, it highlighted that you guys had been through some things, and you guys were able to work through them. And I feel like that's the beauty of love that a lot of people kind of neglect or don't realize. It's like, if you've gone through the bad parts and been able to get through it, that's what makes love real and makes it beautiful. So I just kind of wanted you guys to talk about that process. You guys talked about going through counseling. Amber, tell me how you got Alric to go to counseling. Spill the tea.
Girl. I didn't say I gave him an ultimatum, but I kind of just stood my ground about that. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not being with somebody who don't want to take responsibility for their actions and don't want to do anything towards correcting them.
Fix it.
Counseling was just one of the few things that I mentioned, but I'm like, look, we can try this, but we got to try something because this ain't working. But for me, the biggest thing was the fact that I had to do the same thing at some point in my life, and had it not been for the people who were around me to show me and guide me to that, like, all right, you got to do something different, like whatever that may be, you got to move in a different way so that you can see the other side. I had to introduce that to him. It wasn't something that it's not something that's practiced in homes in general, but I knew for sure it wasn't something that's practiced in ours.
Yeah.
So, through tools, being in the military, we both are veterans, and it's the information is out there, the research is out there. We just neglect them and act like we don't need them. So,
It's
we
true.
just gotta bring that mirror to the surface,
So with the proposal, were you extremely nervous? Did you think that he might say no, or were you 100% sure he would say yes?
I was 100%.
Okay, I know that's right. Well, he already proposed. He already proposed before, so yeah. Okay, that's good. I love you guys. That's so sweet.
So one last question before we go. During the episode, there were some points where Amber said that she had spoke to her mother, or family members about things that y'all family got involved with your relationship, and sometimes it's hard to kind of like bring family members back in to like see your relationship in a positive light after you tell them kind of like negative things that are going on. So do you have any like tips or I guess advice on that?
That's a good question.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I just, I'm Oprah's sister over here.
Oh God.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah.
Nah, but well, that's something that was it was in the immature phase of our relationship. Like, I really didn't know no better, and I mean at that time, but that was part of the show that they like cut out.
Yeah.
The part about that being something that we had to learn from, because we knew we fucked up after we did it, because at that point it was like our families had already
made their judgments.
So it was like, damn, because we got some dope ass family members, but like they still
once you sprinkle that mess in there,
exactly.
But I would say that like having her family still never treated me any different. So I know it happens a lot of times where in a relationship, somebody would go back and tell their family, oh, this person did this and that, and they all looking at the guy like
acting funny,
right. But her family never treated me any different. Like,
that's
and I love that I wasn't judged. Maybe behind me or with Amber, they were talking shit.
Yeah. Boy, when you wasn't around.
Say something slick.
That's good.
But it will, and that was one thing I liked about her mom. She did call me out, and like she will hit me up directly and be like, "You fucking like you messing up. Like, yeah, you need to
get it together."
But they still never treated me any different.
That's good.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on. We wish you
definitely
the best of luck. I feel like I have a million more questions.
I know. Oh man, did we? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, we gotta upgrade.
I was trying to wrap it up, but at least we got all the questions.
Yeah, for sure. I love them. They're really nice.
Yeah,
I think that show was definitely like meant to be for them. Like I think it was something that probably, made the situation a little bit better. I don't know.
So if you haven't seen it, make sure you check out on Marry Me Now. I haven't seen all of the episodes, but theirs like really caught my attention. So I'm happy that
I just stumbled. It's so funny because I stumbled across it. I was waiting on Love and Marriage Huntsville to come on, and it comes on right before that. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just leave it on the channel. You know, basic cable ain't got nothing else going on. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch this, and I just happened to stumble on their episode. So I'm glad I did watch it because I don't know. I still don't know if I would have maybe in that kind of situation.
Right.
It wouldn't be bad because he's already proposed.
Right.
He seems like he's very level-headed. I don't know. I'm about to go home and download Tinder tonight.
You gonna be swiping right?
I don't know.
Oh, well, that shows you can find love anywhere.
Listen, my old boss, her man, she slept with him the first night. She got pregnant the second night. They've been together for 4 years. They're on their 4th child.
Damn. Well, I had a pretty decent Tinder relationship, but that was when Tinder like first came out, and I feel like that's when it wasn't just looked at as like a hookup thing.
I thought it was always that. I had it like 2015, 14, and what scarred me is that my brother, his dumb ass would go on my phone and freaking swipe right. So I'm wondering, why am I getting all these weird ass messages? And it made me delete that. Come to find out, he was the one doing that shit to me. So.
I don't know. You guys in the comments, let us know if you've
been on
any,
Tinder, Luke?
Success with Tinder.
Yeah, actually, the girl I see right now, I've been on Tinder.
Really? And how's that going?
It's going well.
Well, they say like you can use Bumble. I heard like Bumble is. Like,
I know people that got married on Bumble
like,
too.
Everyone projects their own intent onto the app. Like a lot of people are there just like looking for a partnership.
I'm about to do a social.
Most people aren't. But
really?
A lot of people are.
But you would know, right?
I'm about to do a social experiment. I'm going to download Tinder, and I'm gonna give it a try for.
Content. We want to see you document.
No, I am. I'm dead ass.
Bumble and what's like?
No, that's too much. See, you want me to do too much? Too much. Too much.
I feel like no, so you can see if the quality of men are different, if it's the same.
This should be a regular segment.
Listen,
yeah,
listen. Baby steps. We're gonna do Tinder first, okay?
All right. I ain't gonna push you, sis.
I'm gonna download Tinder and I'm gonna document it for the next 4 weeks.
Okay.
And we're gonna see how it goes. So, and every week when I come in here, we're gonna have a segment.
But Leah, you rule. Okay, you'll be like, no.
No, it's not that. I just.
But by documenting, I mean actually record some videos.
No, I am. I'm gonna screen record. I'm gonna have full footage for you guys next week on my Tinder. Is it for my age group though?
Yeah, it's for everybody.
Everyone's on there.
Okay. I'm not a fan of online dating. Like, I just.
But I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, I feel like now it's rare for people to have met in person.
Well, I met my ex on Plenty of Fish, and we were together for 4 years.
I've never been there.
But it's the ghetto. Like, you gotta fish for real. Because, boy, I done pulled some cans out. I done pulled an old boot out. But
Tinder gotta be better than that.
All right. We gonna make this a segment for the next 4 weeks.
And you gotta come on here and be open and honest.
No, I am.
About what's
even
on.
If I smash something, I gotta tell y'all too.
You can say,
girl,
what they say on reality TV, you hooked up.
You know it's been since October, so.
Oh, bitch, you better.
A motherfucker might blow on this shit. Might close my phone. All right, y'all, we getting out of here. What time is it? We got 7 minutes. Okay.
7 minutes.
So anyway, I'm gonna document it. But Luke, what's some ideas you think you should give me as far as like documenting? You want to see you want me to screen record?
That's a good idea. And
okay.
Just like before and after thoughts of like a selfie video.
And we could record I could be there and record the date actually with a camera.
No, you doing too much. She doing too much.
Yeah, now you're turning it into reality TV.
Yeah, she just look. Now I'm having second thoughts.
But that's not the worst thing.
Well, listen, there was on Cocktails. I think they talked about it or actually did it. They went on dates and then they had the guys come back and kind of like interview them and share their perspective.
Nah, I ain't doing that. Okay. But I will do. I know. Don't ask me for no goddamn money, bitch, because I ain't got it.
What you mean?
Tinder swindlers.
Oh no, that ain't happening. That is not happening.
No. But all right, so DJ Hand said, "What's up, Luke?" It's funny.
Oh,
okay.
We have notes. We have Jacqueline Smith said she didn't take notes from when the football player's wife video taped him and sent it viral with him abusing her. Where's her proof? No photos. Who is she talking about? Cam Newton?
No, she's talking about the murder girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the football players.
Football player wife.
Oh no, she's talking about Cam.
Taped him. Oh.
Yeah, something happened with him and his baby mama one time, but.
He says your bed is. Oh, okay.
Okay, so what else? What else should I do as far as this documentation?
I mean, just first of all, we want you to just download the app. And then talk to the people that you actually match with. Don't ignore them. And then see how the conversation goes. That's what you update us next week on how the conversation goes. Tell us if the guys seem lame, if they acting stupid, or if you feeling any of them. So let's start there.
Are you able to pick like a height preference on there?
I think people put their height, right?
They often do, yeah.
Okay.
See, but that's where you go.
I don't give a shit. I'm not dating no short ass man, Chelsea. I like to wear heels. I like to wear heels.
That's crazy.
I don't care.
Bro.
I like to wear heels.
Now, what if the love of your life is short?
Guess what? The way God loves me, that's exactly what's gonna happen. My husband is gonna be 5'9". Watch. Mark my words.
Is that short? 5'9"?
Oh, that's extremely short. I'm 5'5".
Leah, 5'9" is the average height of men.
I like my man to be like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5".
And so do half of the other women. Like, what? Come on now.
It's just more to climb.
You see, but now you're being like men who say like, oh, I want a bad bitch.
But that's what it is. It's men that don't like black girls. It's men that don't like fat girls. It's men that don't like flat asses. It's men that don't like fat asses.
Instead of looking for superficial traits.
It's not that, but that's the first thing you see online. It's not like I see your conversation online. I see your face.
Yeah, but you don't see their height
Yes,
necessarily.
you do. Yes, you do in their bio.
Or sometimes somebody might put something in their bio. It's like, honestly, I'd be looking at their jobs. When I was on there, I would be looking at their jobs.
Well,
like,
that's
what you do? Is you doing something interesting? What's your hobby?
No. Both are incompatible. I look at both.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna pray
Sounds
for
like
you, honey.
Retired basketball player might be.
Yeah, but then they.
No, I would love that.
Yes,
Retired.
but they not gonna be shit.
They got reunions all
they
the
ain't
time.
Gonna be shit.
Retired?
Yes, retired basketball players ain't shit.
Listen, I know.
You could be 30.
Just because you're a basketball player don't mean. Oh yeah, that's
it's
true.
not a long career.
But just because you're a basketball player doesn't mean you're not shit.
I'm just talking about the height part. I mean, you got to pick and choose.
Most of them are not.
I mean, I don't need like 6'8". Just just
you went up to like 6'5" with your number.
No, I like 6'5".
Yeah, that's.
But just
you
like
in the NBA
Yeah, all I'm saying is when you get to that height, there's so many women. Like you walk into a place and you are the center of attention, and there's so many women that
I don't know.
you.
At least retired.
But no, if you see somebody that height, women and men automatically think like, oh, he's retired. Oh, yeah, so you.
I just feel like it's really not about the looks of it. It's really like I feel like I'm a tough girl, and like I like to be with a manly, tall.
So you need a tough guy more than a tall guy.
She don't know what she need. No, she's going after the superficial, and you should seek help because you need to seek
because
help.
my one requirement is tall. It's not like I'm saying I want a tall, chocolate, muscular. I just want the motherfucker to be tall. That's
Sounds like you want Will Smith from iRobot.
Of course, duh. Who wouldn't? But like anybody would want Will Smith from iRobot.
I think that's the thing.
But no, I'm not saying he has to be dark skinned and muscular and blah blah blah. I would just like a taller guy. That's all I want. That's my one superficial quality.
I get it, but I think women and men, instead of saying, "Oh, I want a girl with a fat ass" or "I want a man who's super tall," is just really hone in on instead of the physical on the character.
I don't agree because that's just one trait that I like. It's not like I'm saying he gotta have curly hair. He gotta have muscles. He gotta have this. Well, if I'm allowed to have one trait that I want, like, come on, one. It's not like I'm saying he gotta be this and he gotta be that. I just want the motherfucker to be a little tall. That's all I want.
Tall with a low cut and a beard.
Assuming you don't want him lanky tall, you want.
And he gotta have money.
That's a lot of different
and he gotta have money, Luke.
Y'all need to get off my. Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna just let you explore. Please, we don't.
All right.
You might find it.
Download Tinder and let us know.
This is gonna be our segment for the next 4 weeks.
All right, I like it. All right,
what are we gonna call it?
I don't know. We'll come up with a name next week. All right, we appreciate you all for watching. Make sure you follow us subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and then send us a little love on Cash App at $ the Chit Chat Live. We'll see you next week.
Bye. I guess I'm going home and download Tinder. Oh Lord, what did I just set myself up for?
Starving, right?
I know it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I have a feeling it's gonna be very interesting because I gotta go on dates too.